Hey, what's going on, everybody? Brad here with an unboxing video. This is going to be a massive one. I've been sitting on these items for quite a while now, and it's time. It's time to open them up, to dive into them, to just rip in and take a look, see what we've got, and compare and contrast, do the usual, take a look. But yeah, so what we've got here is the Hammond Collection. There's quite a bit of items here, and like I said, I've been sitting on some of them for quite a while. Like, for instance, the Dilophosaurus or Ellie, has been sitting around for a little while. Even the Concavenator. But I'm very excited to finally dive into these and actually take a look, because I brought out some of the Amber Collection to compare with some of these, some of the core line stuff, just to take a look, see how things compare and contrast. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look real quick, see what we've got here, because like I said, it's a big haul and I want to take a look at this all properly. So let's give it all the time of day here. Like I said, get ready. This is going to be a long one. Let's see here. We've got the Concavenator here. So how am I going to do this? This is all going to be on the fly. But Concavenator here, first impressions right out of the box, or not right in the box, I guess we'll say. This one feels super identical to the one that we have already. Hopefully it looks a bit different once I get it out of the packaging. I can tell there's certainly some extra details, some cool stuff on there. But like from first glance, it looks so similar that I'm wondering why. But yeah, there it is, Concavenator. And that looks really cool. Like, that coloring looks awesome. Does it look that? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. It looks a little bit more green in there than it does over here. But that's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll put that off to the side for a minute. We also do have the Dilophosaurus here. Pretty cool. First impressions. I feel like it looks similar to the Amber Collection, just kind of shrunk down. Really love the packaging on these. This is just a standard one. Dilophosaurus, looking pretty cool. There you go. It comes with this little neck frill, so you don't have to have the big frill. And then we also have this one, which, at first I was excited about, but I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if this looks good. It looks okay. It looks all right, but it doesn't exactly capture the JP3 Raptor for me. Velociraptor. It has the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary up there. I guess they're just kind of going with that branding on anything related to the movies, I guess. But there we go. There's a raptor. Now that looks pretty cool. That does look pretty awesome. So there's the Velociraptor. We also do have Raymond Arnold. I did order this one online. I forget where all this stuff came from. I think this was like Amazon. I have no idea. These things came from somewhere, and then this was ordered somewhere. I'm guessing it was ordered somewhere, but I ended up canceling it, probably Target or something like that. Canceled it and saw this actually in stores, so I picked it up in stores instead. This one, to me, as far as I can tell, looks identical to both the 3 3/4 inch figure that came out from San Diego Comic-Con, I believe, and then also the Amber Collection. So shrunk down Amber Collection looks pretty identical as far as I can tell. Again, the likeness is not, incredibly accurate, but it's fine. It's fine. Raymond Arnold got the 30th anniversary. Now, this makes sense, right? It's the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park. Got the Jurassic Park on there. So, yeah, and unfortunately, this one does not have it. This Dilophosaur one came out prior to that, I guess. So, no branding. No 30th anniversary. But with the JP3 Raptor, you got that branding on there. Let's see what else we got here. Anything else? No, that's that. Now we are going over to Ellie Sattler. Again, I guess this one's pre-branding, so no 30th anniversary for Ellie. Sorry about that, Ellie. Again, I have no idea when these things showed up. They've been sitting here in the studio for quite a while. This is, as we like to dub this one, the Poop Hands Ellie. She's got it right there. You can see the poop hands right there. And this one, to me, looks fairly identical to the 3 3/4 inch figure outside of the poop hands and the leaf. We'll see. I forget. Yeah, so face maybe is a little bit different, but we'll see. There it is right there, Ellie. Again, likeness, so, I guess. And you get a little shot of the scene right there. No poop hands in shot. But that is Ellie Sattler in the Hammond Collection. And then, finally, here we have Robert Muldoon, Game Warden. You know, it looks, as far as I can tell, like a shrunk-down Amber Collection. This time, though, coming with the, I'm assuming, semi-accurate shotgun. I know there was a lot of complaints about the taser. I think it came with a taser last time. Yes, came with a taser. Yeah, it's got some extra hands, extra head, and Muldoon. Ooh, look at that. Sultry. He does have the 30th anniversary logo up there, so pretty cool. And yeah, oh, he's kneeling down. I think that's the exact pose I have mine in, so that's pretty funny. Man, this dude's got a beard too. He's like growing it in. He's like, you know, I know John Hammond has some strict rules when it comes to facial hair, but I don't care. I'm going to keep growing it out, because, you know, one of these days the raptors are going to get me. Yeah, and he looks super scared in there. He's like, well, I guess John Hammond finally caught up with me, and he said, you got to shave. You got to shave, mate. But there we go. That is the Hammond Collection that we have here today. So let's go ahead and start unboxing them. I guess we'll go in the order that we just were in. So moving these over. I should have got my knife, but I did not. Let me go grab that real quick. All right, so we're not going to be too picky here. We're just going to tap right in, see what's going on with the Concavenator. Not saving any boxes these days, really. Yeah, there's everything right there. That does look pretty nice. That's everything that was in the box, right? That was everything. So, let's pop these off here. Just gonna go wild. Oh, no, that's a tough one back there. Everybody's watching this like, dude, get the knife away from the dinosaurs. Not so close. And I'm like, yeah, well, too late for that. But, pop this one out here. All right. Get these little things out of the way. Throw that down. And now we've got the Concavenator here. Looking pretty cool. We'll see in a minute how it compares and contrasts. Does this pop in easily? No, it does not. So it's got to go that way and then spin. Okay, right? So pretty cool looking. I dig the orange vibe. That's awesome. I like the posability here. Yeah, let's grab it by the knife part. That's cool. Feeling kind of loose, but you know, I think it might hold up. We'll see. I don't know. That's a cool pose. That's a pretty cool pose right there. That's decent. Looks cool. So it definitely looks more green than I expected, I feel like. I was thinking it was going to be more gray, and I was kind of excited about that paint job. But, yeah, you can tell. Let me get that box again. I threw it down on the ground, unfortunately. Let's see. Here we go. So, yeah, the paint job there, that looks super cool. I like that gray. That's awesome. Green, this just makes it look more like the other one, but I wish it was kind of that more gray. And then here we go. So there's definitely a difference here between the Concavenator 1.0 and Concavenator 2.0. So you can see certainly some better detail on the new creature. Jaws still a little strange on this one, the new one. But if I shrink it down, it's probably not so bad. But I do feel like the paint job, right? The paint job is slightly better. Slightly better, sure. We've got a little bit underneath, nothing underneath here. Different coloring on this one versus this one. And more of the eyes and stuff like that on this new one. But outside of that, I mean, it's not too drastically different. The sculpt in the neck area is obviously different because there's more posability in this new one. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how I'd like to pose it, but pretty cool. And obviously there's a lot of articulation and stuff like that. I'm not too fussed with that, but knocked it over. But it's fairly not that different than the original one, enough for me to be like, hey, Hammond Collection, we're here, we're brand new, we've got some new stuff for you from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's a statue, right? So I don't know why we had to dive into this one if it's not drastically different. To me, this is mostly like a core paint job. For the most part, I feel like it doesn't feel dramatically different than the core line. Maybe it feels different than this one, sure, but in terms of other dinosaurs and other paint jobs, it doesn't feel dramatically different. But there we go. That is the Concavenator, so you can see the difference there. Certainly different and definitely better. Definitely better. The neckline and everything. This looks kind of chunky and everything in here, the way it's all put together, but I like it. Do I know why we have it? No, I don't know. I can't get it to stand up, but let's move on to our next figure. So set her up against the wall there. We're going to go over to the Dilophosaurus here and see what's inside. Again, we're doing this all on the fly, no skips, no fast forwarding. We're talking through the whole thing. Hopefully everybody out there is doing good, having a good time, enjoying all the toys that you're collecting at this time, whether it's 30th anniversary stuff, I guess Dino Tracker stuff, which doesn't really interest me all that much, or anything else, any other kind of merch, because I know there's probably going to be a lot of 30th merch, but we've yet to see too much of that yet. Take that neck piece out. Take this out. Where's the tail? Did the tail fall out? Oh, yeah, it fell out. All right, so here is the Dilophosaurus, and the neck's already falling off. Where does this go? I'm so confused. All of a sudden, the neck fell off, and I'm like, wait, how does a Dilophosaurus look? Is it like that? Yeah, okay. And then we've got the tail. So we'll make sure we put the tail in the correct way. I don't know if it looks very unique. Come on. It looks like the same on either side. There we go. All right, so there is the Dilophosaurus. Pretty cool looking. Great. This thing falls off a lot. Maybe I gotta find a better spot for it. But there's the frill. You saw the frill. Now here is the other neck. Is that accurate? No, that's not right. Maybe this way. Is that it? Feels weird. Doesn't go this way, right? Does it go that way? No, that doesn't look right. I don't know. Does it go up? No, it goes on the bottom, right? Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, for sure it goes on the bottom. Yeah, that looks weird. So I guess that's it. So it kind of has to be snug on there, more so. That's not a great look. Because the thing is, when you've got the Dilophosaurus in the movie, it just looks like this. Like, it just looks natural. So this is kind of a weird prop, to be honest. But let's throw the other one back on there and put it up high, I guess, like that. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. Now, I do have the Amber Collection Dilophosaurus here, so we can kind of see the difference, if there is any. Move these little tab things all over. So, again, these new ones don't come with stands, but again, this is pretty similar. The Amber Collection one, I think, is the superior paint job. So that's why I'm a little bummed about the fact that we've neglected the Amber Collection. It's disappeared. It's gone for good. in favor of the Hammond Collection, when this, to me, looks like a much better paint job. Now, this is great. This looks fine. 3 3/4, fantastic. Like, that frill looks really good. The frill maybe, I think, looks better on this. But yeah, I don't know. It looks good. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like, shouldn't it be at least as good or better? I don't know. But there's that. And then this one, you can tell there's a lot more detail around it. Sure, certainly it's just kind of outlined. So I guess that's the better detail. But I don't know. Something about it just feels better. I do like this has a lighter color on the jaw, underneath the jaw. I don't know if that's accurate to the movie or not. But, you know, looking at the legs and stuff like that, there's a much more refined paint job on this one. It looks nice. You got these different colors on the feet, which are not present on the new one. But yeah, I missed the Amber collection. It was a really good collection. And no spitter, which this one has this nice little spitter piece. Can you take off? I think you can take off the frill if I remember correctly. I'm not going to attempt it on the old one, but that is the Dilophosaurus, so it looks pretty cool. I dig it. It looks nice. Definitely going to keep that on the shelf. I've been, I guess, apprehensive about keeping, how should I pose the Dilophosaurus? What would be a good way? I don't like that, I guess, but that's just like generic hopping raptor pose right there. I've been apprehensive about keeping the Dilophosaurus on the shelf here because it's just kind of generic for the most part, the other ones. So this is a nice addition. I'm glad to have that up on a shelf. I have the Amber Collection one up on the shelf at all times, but that goes for all the 3 3/4 inch figures. Next up, we have the JP3 male raptor here for the 30th anniversary. So let's go ahead and dive in to this one. This one's pretty new. I think this one showed up recently to my house. And, you know, again, I am certainly disappointed in the color on this one. I gotta say, I hate to be such a downer on this, but I'm not trying to be conditioned to disliking this because I wanted to like it. I really wanted to like all of the Hammond Collection stuff, but I feel like my kind of fears have been confirmed for a lot of this stuff. So, you know, I was a pretty big supporter of the Amber Collection, as you just, you know, heard me talk about. But, I don't know. Where am I going with that? I'm just disappointed that this being the collector's line, right, is not necessarily the standard that we're looking for. It's in some cases better than core collection, core line stuff, but not always. Like this to me is pretty on par with core collection, like the core line Velociraptors. Certainly more articulation, of course, but paint job wise, it feels very on par with something from the core collection. It looks cool on its own, but I feel like the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor is such a great design, so nuanced in its paint. And, you know, there's a lot of reds and stuff, which is only really being captured here and like right there. But that's it. I mean, I feel like it's, there's some here on the back of the tail, but it feels like a kind of like a cheap way out when a lot of the body should kind of look that way. But, you know, it looks cool. It looks cool. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Amber Collection because I feel like this one is pretty phenomenal. Yeah, again, this one is not an identical identical look at what we see in the film, but this looks pretty darn cool. Like, this looks awesome paint job wise. That is so awesome. There's a lot going on here, a lot of this red, you know, that we just see on certain parts. Like, it's getting much more on this one. It's all over the hands, which it's not on the hands on this one. And we've got so many colors. Reds, this gray, this tan underneath, this orange here, the white, this red. There's blues in there. There's whites. I think I said white already. There's so many colors on this. And this more accurately, like there's an orange here for some reason. Orange there. Like it more accurately represents the one from the film, but of course it's not perfect. But I think this is such a beautiful paint job. And this one, on the other hand, is just kind of basic for the most part. To me, this kind of looks like just core Velociraptor. So that's kind of a bummer, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is. You get it. You know what it is. So that is the Jurassic Park 3 male Velociraptor. How can we stand this thing up? Probably barking into the sky, right? That's a good pose for it. So that's that. And then we also do have Ray Arnold here, or John Raymond Arnold. So let's go into this one. Now, the previous iterations were the Amber Collection, and then the 3 3/4 inch one that came with the nice little stand. There's an arm. Apropos for John Raymond Arnold, his arm coming off. There's another arm. There is a headset in here. Very tiny headset. No anything holding this guy in, so we'll bust them out. There we go. John Raymond Arnold, that you can take this off, which is nice. That's pretty nice, gotta be honest. You can take his coat off, take the arms off, and pop on like this sleeveless, not sleeveless, but short sleeve look. You can pop on this headset here, which is also, you know, on the Amber Collection figure. But John, there's Ray Arnold, as we call him from the movie, or I think it is John Raymond Arnold in the book. Yeah, that looks exactly the way you'd expect it to look from the other figures. Do I have? Yeah, sorry. So I do have. Here is a 3 3/4 inch one from SDCC. So it is a short one, a short sleeve version, and definitely like a slightly different paint job on the face, but really not all that different. Again, he's got the open tie versus the tied tie. But like one of my big complaints with the Amber, or not Amber, but the core humans versus the Hammond Collection humans is not much. That's my problem, is there's not much of a difference. You've got, you know, posability in the elbows and the knees, and that's it. That is literally the only difference, as far as I can tell, on the surface. That is pretty much it. So you can get this guy to sit down maybe a little bit better. And there's a bug in my face. And yeah, so it's, you know, it's very minimally different from the core line. So at this point, as a collector, I'm fairly confused as far as like, why are we getting multiple sets of things? Like, why did the SDCC figure come as just a core Ray Arnold versus the Hammond Collection version? So there's that, which is, you know, identical to this one for the most part. And then we also do have this one, which is identical. It's literally identical. 100% identical. Amber Collection. He's got this nice wrestling chair. I think Ted Brothers was the one that found these chairs and the desk, but yeah, identical. It's hilarious that it's like his little, it's like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And he's like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And he's like, a new computer? Can I get a new computer, please? Yeah, you know, how many lines of code do you want on it? About 2 million. Is that good? Can I get 2 million lines? I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to ask the elves, see if they can make one of those for you. But this is hilarious. I can't believe that he is identical. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize how much he's balding up there. That's funny. I don't think I've ever noticed that before, but he's balding more on the 3 3/4 inch figure there. And it's just funny because he's not balding at all on this one. Like, the balding pattern is there, but it's not painted bald. So I guess that's what you're getting. That's what you're paying for with it. Oh, man, now his glasses fell off. And, oh, see, look, now I'm, like, ruining things. I don't even know. Now he's got no glasses, and he's just got holes in his head. But that's the difference you're paying for, is that bald spot. So, yeah, that is a glasses-less John Raymond Arnold, and put the glasses back on. And I'm not going to switch it out with the arms just yet. But there's John, or Ray, or John Raymond, or whatever you want to call him. I'll put these off to the side. The arms, put this off to the side. So we then have, we've got Ellie Sattler, and Ellie's like already opened. I don't know what's going on there. Hey, Ellie, who did this? Who opened this? That wasn't me. So this is the way it came. It's just opened already. Hey, Ellie, what do you want for Christmas? I want an opened, open box, please. Thank you. Let's see. Here's Ellie's. Ugh. Ew. I might just keep them in there. Poop hands. Gross. Oh, a leaf. Got a leaf. That hurt my teeth somehow getting this out. And there's Ellie. So, you know what? For Ellie, I am going to change out the hands. Give me a second here. But we'll get these hands out. And then I just want to take a look real quick before we change it over. Because here is... I better hold on to these because I don't want to get them confused. Now, definitely, like, slight difference here. Right? So, this shirt is kind of like... You know, it is kind of like a movable shirt. Not removable, but movable a little bit. It's pliable. Pliable? Like the place where you buy bowls from? No, and she's got a watch on, which is different. And certainly articulation in the wrists and stuff like that. The face looks quite a bit different. This bug is still over here. Trying to get it out of my face. Get out of here. Get out of here, bug. Yeah, the face is certainly different. Neither one screams Laura Dern to me. Wait, which one's which? Oh, okay. I got confused and scared for a second. Yeah, boots are a little bit nicer, so that's certainly an upgrade. Pants, a little bit nicer, I guess. Hair, definitely nicer, more form-fitting on the Hammond Collection version. So this is the core line. Neither one is like completely great, but let's pop off these arms. That's one arm, and this is the correct hand. So pop that in. Feeling gross about this. We've got poop hands, but tenacious. There we go. And how do I? Is that it? That's as much as it bends. So. Not a ton of articulation there, but barely get these arms to move. But yeah, there is Ellie with her gross bag arms. You can see it's like loose-fitting bag, plastic wrapped around her hand and arms, so she can get in those dino droppings. But yeah, there's Ellie, and she can hold her. I don't know if she can hold them with these hands, but with this hand at least, she can hold the leaf. What if it's like a reverse scene where it's like, Mrs. Sattler? Oh, it's good, so good to see you. Oh my gosh, it's a leaf hand. So that's the inverse of the film. Is Ray Arnold finding Ellie's leaf arm. Better than the poop hands, I guess. This is certainly a better alternative. So there's Ellie Sattler. Come on. There we go. And is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. And then lastly, we do have Robert Muldoon. Let's dive into Muldoon here. Dude, I keep getting thrown off. I feel like he's got like a sick mustache for a second, and then it's not there. Go ahead and open these up. So he's got his weapon here. He's got hands, I guess, for the weapon. Not exactly sure what the hands are for. Hard to get out of the container. I did not... Oh, did I grab? Yeah, I guess I did grab a 3 3/4 inch core Muldoon. So we'll take a look at that. And I did grab the Amber Collection Muldoon. And we'll take a quick look at that. This couldn't be louder. So here... Whoa, check out that beard, dude. He's like, Hammond, I kind of got away with it. Look at me. I got my grey beard. Is that an accent for Australia? I don't know. I do like and I do appreciate really that that's like a legit picture of him in there from the movie. Or, you know, the badge that he has in the movie. So that's pretty awesome. I know I can't really get... I know you're just mostly staring at my thumb right now. Checking out like, yo, put some lotion on. But that is his badge, and then he's got some holster stuff back there. He's got a watch and all that good stuff, and he does come with a hat. So let's go ahead and take the head off. Or no, he doesn't come with a hat. He just comes with a head that has a hat on it. And this one, much slimmer beard, but still there for sure. His head is so tiny. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, much more pronounced beard. Beady eyes, dude. And what are these hands for? I don't know. I think it's got to have the other hands maybe for the weapon. Oh no, now I'm confused. Which hands are which? Uh-oh. Okay. And then maybe this one over here. Let's see. And does he... Can't wear it and shoot it, so let's go ahead and do this. Put this over here, I guess. And then... Alright, bend it a little bit, I guess. And then throw this one underneath. It's not super great. 3 3/4 inch. Again, this is kind of my frustration with this scale, is like they're kind of hard to maneuver. Like that strap is pretty absurd. Does that come off? No. Like that strap is very distractingly huge. Oh boy. Yeah, that's huge. But anyway, there is Muldoon, and we do have or another Robert Muldoon. So this one, this is the core one. Certainly not as good, right? Like this one is wildly better. Like it actually looks like him. This one is just like kind of like the T-Rex Turner. Like I could like paint him to be somebody completely different. But yeah, this is Muldoon. Like this speaks to me like, hey, this is Robert Muldoon, game warden, and this thing, its strap is massive, dude. But yeah, so that's the regular core one. And then we do have the Amber Collection one, which is in that pose that was seen on the box. Now this one, oh my lord, is that accurate. Like this is so incredibly good. Again, it is just this, but scaled up, right? Like it's, you know, the wrist has like a little bit different band on there, and everything is pretty spot on though. Like the shirt has got like the same creases and stuff on it. Like it's so similar. The vest is even the same. The pants, like, yeah, they look the same. Yeah, the boots are the same. Like, everything's the same, so it's like they just scaled him down. He's got the watch. So, yeah. He just doesn't... Like, his... And this is what I love about the bigger figure is, like, look at the beard. Is so better. Like, such a better, subtle look. You can kind of see a shadow, right? But this one's like, I got my gray beard here. You know, we're going to go hunting for some velociraptors. That's not what they sound like in the movie. They're like, what's his name? I told you, we need locking mechanisms in the vehicle doors. There's a bug flying around as I'm trying to say that word. There's locking mechanisms on the vehicle doors. Why is this bug still getting me? Oh, I got him. I'm like Robert Muldoon of bugs over here. Getting killed by him, apparently. Because that's what happens to Robert Muldoon. All right, so there we go. That is a far superior Amber Collection. So, in terms of what we've looked at here today, superior versions, Amber Collection is superior to this, to Robert Muldoon. But Robert Muldoon's good here. Not really going to give him much fault there because he does look good. You know, I didn't bring out the Amber Collection of Ellie, but I gotta say she's pretty on par. She comes with better stuff, but she looks fairly similar, not much like Ellie. So they're on par, I would say, and these ones are identical, so they're on par. Velociraptor is way better on Amber Collection. I would say that the Dilophosaurus is better on Amber Collection, but it's close. It's pretty close. And this one does not have an Amber Collection, but this is certainly better on the 3 3/4 inch scale. So, but yeah, that is all of the figures there that I unboxed. Quite a bit, and I dig them. Look, don't get me wrong. I really dig them. Do I wish that some of them were more accurate? For sure. His accuracy looks great here. Not so great on the accuracy here. Great on the accuracy. Looks great, I think, in comparison to what we have of a Concavenator. Again, with a Concavenator, I'm just wondering, why Concavenator? Why that? I'm certainly open to exploring other dinosaurs within the Hammond Collection, but maybe later. Save it for later. That's just my thoughts, but hey, if it helps to continue the line, sure. I'm absolutely all for expanding the Hammond Collection, keeping this thing going, celebrating the 30th, whatever we got to do to keep this thing going. But I'm certainly looking for some more accuracy and some better paint and just some better overall details. But I'm still here for it. Still going to get them when I can. I have not picked up all of the all of the Hammond Collection. Getting very confused with all these names. But I don't have the Ankylosaurus. I think I passed on that one. Geosternbergia, I think, is the other one that I passed on. I think so. So I think those are the only two that I did not get. And I'm looking forward to seeing all the other ones that are going to be coming out. You know, it sounds like we're going to be getting a lot of them. So absolutely here for it. And congratulations to the Hammond Collection for kind of, I would say, are we going to say outliving? Has it outlived yet? I don't know. It's certainly, I would say, more successful than the Amber Collection. So that's a kudos to them for being more successful. But here's to better accuracy and it's just some better stuff along the way. So thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was kind of more of like an unboxing podcast than just like an unboxing video. So if you want more stuff like this, please let me know in the comments below. Share this around. Tell all your friends. We do a Jurassic Park podcast every other Monday, so please check those out. There's about 2 episodes a month, and some live streams every now and then when we get to them, and other content, toy hunts, reviews, different things like that. So please check out the Jurassic Park Podcast on JurassicParkPodcast.com. Again, I am Brad Jost, your host. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, be kind, and as always, enjoy.